Hey, good morning. This is Mark, KD5SMF, and member of Tulsa Amateur Radio Club and amateur radio enthusiast. What you see before you is the Chameleon basic vertical antenna setup, or taken down. And I bought this kit from Chameleon last year, and it has basically the wire radials, and the antenna itself, when it is set up, is basically a no-tune antenna because it is resonant on 20 meters, and with the additional with the puck and the base loaded coil for 40 meters, you can get on 40 meters, and in between you do have to use an antenna analyzer for your SWR to adjust the length of the antenna for the radiator. What I have in the box here is just been arrived, and we're going to do a reveal here. This is the Faraday panels from Chameleon, and I'm rather excited to do this because everybody in ham radio knows that Faraday cloth and Faraday can be very useful for you when you are doing a POTA activation, or just trying to get a better, make your antenna system for vertical more efficient. And also it may also help you with in-fed half-wave antennas or other types of antenna setups by running the cloth underneath the elements. Okay, and so what we're going to do is going to open this package up and pull this this new kit out. I've not seen this except online. I've been waiting for this ever since it was announced. And it comes to you by FedEx, which, by the way, is really nice. They got it here. It was promised on a Saturday, but it never showed up until Monday. Well, actually, this is Tuesday, so it showed up on Tuesday. So outside the packaging, bubble packaging, you get a nice handy Chameleon antenna pin for logging or doing your contacts with, and an antenna usual advertisement, and you have your
tip it up so they can see.
Chameleon. You have your Chameleon base right here. The two parts here are help you to turn it in, and you have your washers, and you have the
Stakes.
tent stakes. Yeah, the little stakes. I don't really like those very much because they get bent so easy when you put them in the ground. You hit a rock with them or something, but they do help hold down the elements, which is not bad. So what we're going to do is take this out of the package here, and this allows you to turn it as you go, because you have these little stoppers right out here, little knobs out that they installed on it. And what I love about the Chameleon antenna system is that it's made in the United States. It's 100% machined with solid steel and stainless steel, and that's really great. Now we have that, and this with SWR and everything, with the other basic radials, I have had really good success with that. The radial system basically gives me a 1.3 to 1.
Turn your box up so that they can see what it looks like in the box.
Ah, there you go. There's your box. Cheese. Anyway, my lovely assistant, my beautiful wife. Here's the one panel of the radials right here, and they have a center grommet in there, so you can put this together. We'll do that. We'll set it all up in a few minutes and show you how it works. Now, that being said, the panels are sewn into this cloth. Comparing that to the wire radial right here, this is Chameleon's wire radial. It's about a 16 gauge wire. with a
Show that
banana
against
plug.
the white, against the cloth, because they can't see it. Can't see it against your face.
Okay, that's the banana plug with the wire and the radials. These radials work very well, and I've had really good opportunities with POTA and doing other setups, including field day, and had very good signal reports with that. But what these panels are supposed to do is supposed to is to actually increase the efficiency of this antenna and other Chameleon antenna systems, and maybe some that you've made yourself, by 20% by just laying this out on the ground. And what we're going to do now we're going to pause this video, and we're going to turn it around and get set up and show you how to get set up. Okay, after driving your ground stake in, the first thing you do is set up. You want to set your panels out like this in a cross section like this. I prefer to set up my radials in a north, south, east, west pattern. That gives it nice symmetry all the way around. Now, what we do is take one washer, you're going to set it on top, and you set another washer right there, and then another washer, then you cross it right there, take a third washer, put it on, take the adapter, put it through, and then screw it into Then what follows after that is just simply adjust your Faraday radials. Make sure they're flat. Stretch it back out. Now, the next thing we do is we take our blank adapter here. This has the SO239 connector on it, and we put this down directly on top of our adapter there. Screw that in. Now, your coax cannot touch any part of the radials. So you don't want your radials to be laying out on top of any kind of wire radial or coax touching the Faraday cloth. Okay? So if it's not aimed in the right direction, just turn it so that it is pointed at about a 45-degree direction to your operating position. Next, we put our antenna on it. Then, since this is a 17.5-foot antenna and it's already tuned for 20 meters, that's where we're going to start at. Just like that. Make sure when you pull your antenna up, you make sure it snaps and you hear it click, locking itself in place. That's that. Next, we put on our antenna coax. Chameleon antenna systems come with a RFI choke right here, or to prevent common mode currents from coming down the RG8X coax. You put this in at your blank adapter here. And you run that to your radio. In this case, I'm going to be running a AA5, the AA35 Zoom antenna analyzer on this to get some readings, and I'm going to hook up my computer and we'll record those readings on the computer so we can display them on the computer and then on the big screen at the classroom later. All right, that'll be part 2. Thank you for watching, and this is 5SMF. Thank you for watching.